following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Arcade April here on the MRE UNO channel. We have we just kind of kicked off Arcade April on Sunday due to the whole 2.5 week hiatus we had to go on due to the bot going down. Only had one match happen prior to that, but things are rolling now, and we are back like we never left, and we got another stream match for you here. Over in the Claw region is going to be number 6 seed Clay Wolf taking on number 11 seed Leah. For both players, definitely could use a victory here, as both coming into this matchup with no official win. Clay does have a DQ win to his name, but will like to get his first non-DQ win of the season, and Leah with no win at the moment. So for both fighting for their first win of the season here, looking to keep their run going for the tournament win. But again, with this sectional format for tournament 2, whoever loses this, not done for the tournament, will have 2 more matches to try and pick up some wins. Could be big for the season-long picture, but also could be big for that new in-season challenge that'll be happening during tournament 4, as this tournament definitely is a big portion of trying to get those wins to be able to qualify for that. So we'll see who gets the win here and moves on, and we'll face myself, as that matchup just happened prior. Ended up being a 4-0 sweep in my favor, Luke going to the revive round. So winner of this will play myself, loser of this will play Luke in the revive round 2. I believe this is actually the last start 60. This is the last start 64 match for this sectional here, as you have all 8 players in the sectional. This one has actually been moving by really quickly, as up in the top there, Acosta and Goldie and Gold Pikachu. The match between Pikachu and Goldie already happened. Goldie getting the win 4-2 on that one. So Pikachu, unfortunately, his rough start to the season continuing here. Goldie gets on the board though with a win, but those are in the revive rounds. Goldie will play in the 5th place match, Pikachu in the 7th place match. But Costa and Gold winning their opening round matches go on to the Turbo 32 here. That Gold Pikachu match was really close, really came down to the wire there, so Gold barely able to hang on that one, and then Costa kind of just taking care of business in the upper portion of this sectional here. So those two will play in the Turbo 32, and we will have this last matchup here to determine the bottom side of the Turbo 32 for this sectional here. Whether it'll be Clay, Wolf, or Leah. If Clay does win, this will be the 3rd encounter between myself and Clay. Current all-time head-to-head record is 1-1, so could be a bit of a rubber match there in that one. And I believe that would also be 3 for 3 of the matches taking place within the first 2 rounds. So would be kind of interesting to see that matchup happen. But for Leah, looking to pull the upset here. I believe Leah and myself will be a first, at least in MRE. I'm not sure if we played in other leagues, but could go either way. We'll see how it goes. Looking at the preview though for this one prior, Master v Novice, their games record, not much to say here. 4-5, 2-4. Clay came close to no, it was the 3-5 loss. It's best of 9 for the round of 32 last tournament. But Clay, round of 32, had the DQ win in the round of 64. was able to get things going in round 32, and then for Leah lost in the round 64 in the last tournament. Their 2025 T2 finish, both players made the round of 32 in this tournament last season here, so both looking to make it back there in this one. We're gonna have to see how both these players approach this matchup, but really this could be a matter of who kind of executes on the table right and who comes in with a better game plan. But for career accolades, Leah with none at the moment, but Clay with that lone silver medal all the way back in Tournament 5 of 2023, the very first season of the league. So it's been a while since he's gotten an accolade slash medal, but now could be the time to get things rolling here again. We'll see. CPU prediction, though, is going for the upset 4-3 Leah. Looking for this one to be a close one. But we'll see how this one ultimately pans out with the final result. But gonna go to the table now. I am joined by my co-commentator DJ Curtis in the booth. Want to welcome you in here. Clay and Leah both again both don't did not get the win they were hoping for in the opening tournament here. Looking for their first non-DQ wins here. Walk me through your thoughts as you look at this matchup on paper here. And what do you feel are going to be the key factors in how this one plays out?
Well, I mean, the big thing really is first things first. Honored to be here. I know it's been a good bit, but yeah, I think that little break, right? That little hiatus we had because of what happened with the bot, that I think will actually play a little bit of a factor coming into this because I think there's going to be a little bit of rust in it. If you haven't practiced, you might be in a little bit of trouble, but time will tell. Obviously, ammunition, ammo control, the good old classics, right? Do what you can with your ammunition, roll with what you got. I mean, I expect this to be a relatively close matchup, though. I know both you definitely want to get off on the right foot early on. Still, I believe have that you still have that power play in possession, so just use that wisely though. So we'll see if we can get this to a game seven. If not, though, I mean, well, it is what it is, right? So a lot of these games I've seen, at least for what I've looked around in the history and these stats, they've been mostly pretty quick. So I don't know if this will be any change of pace, but uh, you know, pace will be a big factor in that too. Whether you go fast or slow could determine the outcome.
We'll see on that one. I mean, kind of talk about the pace in terms of the average game lengths. Clay is sitting at about around 5.5. As for Leah, they're looking at about a 7-minute average length. So kind of in that mid range for both. Aggregate both of them. That's about 6 minutes here. So maybe that could be around the length of the games we'll see on average, for this one. But again, gonna have to see how this one plays out. I believe this is both players' first stream of the season, so coming on to the channel here for the first time and looking to get a big win here to start off their Arcade April. We're going to go to the players now. I'm going to start with Clay here. Not necessarily the opening tournament you won, had the DQ win in the round of 64 and then lost in the round of 32. You come into this tournament kind of looking to get things rolling here. I believe looking at last season, I'm going to quickly pull this up here just for reference. This was a well, you did make the round 32 in this tournament, but um also was a bit of a stronger start. This one getting off to a bit of a slower start here, but we've seen you been able to kind of turn things around on a dime here. But for you, what do you think is going to be the key for trying to get the win on your side, and how are you feeling heading into this one?
I mean, honestly, I haven't put much thought into it because until I get that ball rolling, it's just dealing with the hand that I'm dealt, if you will. Uh, I'm hoping it's a good match and uh, that everybody's playing the top of their game.
All right, fair enough. Honestly, that's kind of what we are hoping to see here too. Hoping for a nice, clean, competitive match. Going over to Leah here. Leah, um, it's feeling a little bit more like a 2024 start as opposed to 2025 start for you so far here, but we're able to find some success in this tournament last season. General feelings going into this one and overall thoughts on Clay as a player.
Ooh, am I coming in clear?
Yes, you are loud and
Great.
clear.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have my first stream of the year. Always enjoy just the whole stream environment that you guys have set up and everything. Obviously, the season so far hasn't been great, but I think actually the hiatus that was necessitated by the bot outage has kind of given me a chance to refresh and find some stability, and I think I should be able to still punch at the top of my game here. When it comes to Clay, you know, I didn't know him when I first got into the league, but I kind of got the chance to know him a little more last summer outside of MRE Uno, and he's just a really great guy, really chill, and I respect his play style a lot. I admire, what he's done to get here, and I look forward to having a nice match with him.
All right, thank you, Leah. Again, I mean, as Leah mentioned, both players came into the league not really knowing each other, but have kind of grown a mutual respect for each other now going into this one. Head looking to get the job done here. I think we're ready to go here. Look, Clay's gonna have to call for game one. This is gonna be best of 7-1 power play, so we'll see how this one ends up starting out.
Let's do 11.
All right. Actually a ditto on the start from the prior game in this pod here. But we're underway with the blue 3 to kick things off.
What are the chances of that?
Not very high, I would say.
Yeah.
But gonna roll with the blue for now. That's actually gonna
Quick
allow
color
Leah
change.
to
Quick color
yeah,
change though.
Leah getting out of that blue relatively quickly, and Clay just
What do you
gonna roll
think's
with
the
it.
logic? What do you think's the logic behind like an early color change?
I mean, it very much depends because some situations it's like maybe you don't have a much, but others it's like a solid color, but you see something more promising on the other end. Like it kind of depends on how people approach the matchup. Because some people like trying to switch the colors they don't have and try to go for some light switching, but other people would rather just go to a color that they have a lot more on. But Clay is out on blue here, so um, ironically, the switch happened before at a good time, but now with going back to blue, he is not having a great time. But both are out now on blue 6.
Yeah, gonna have a early draw city. Looks like might be short lived after I say that though. But no, they're still drawing right now. So both stuck, drowning in the water right now. Here, stuck on a blue 6. Now make that a blue 4 on Leia's end.
I mean, Leah gets that top deck blue 4 here, looking for the break here. Not out of draw city yet. We need the color switch to be able to do so, but Clay is taking a while to type here, so may have something. And he does.
Yep, back over to green. So stuck on 2 colors right now. Make that a third color here, tertiary with the red from Leo's in. And how about a ditto to follow up on that with a red 4?
First one of the series here. Gonna roll with red for now. Technically got denied the rainbow there, but we do get the yellow towards the end with the wild play there.
Is that the real question now? Is Clay running out of
Ooh.
colors on certain ends? And how about that for a quad play here from 2 skips in a reverse, followed by a red 1? So quite the interesting strat call though, and still got a lot of cards left though. But Leia's sitting actually
Wow.
at 2. So actually, Leia's sitting at 2. Clay's at 8. So
And he
got to
has a
keep an
plus,
eye on
and
that.
Leah
But
has
that's
a plus
very
4,
quickly,
so she
very
got it.
quick. Yeah, did not take too long.
Yeah, I mean, ironically, also the kind of a fade also with Leo, though it didn't really matter. Because Clay went back with the yellow and Leah had the yellow to finish, but kind of had that under control. I mean, ironically the 2 wild yellows sort of did Clay in there. Leo kind of was running on the red there, but got that run on yellow to kind of put that pressure on Clay. Had another wild yellow there, and I kind of just sealed it with the plus 4 there. So, pretty quick draw on that one. Had one draw city on that, but ultimately, Leah gonna get the win here. Only question I have for Leah is, was that kind of built up during the draw city, or did you have some of that prior to it?
That was a very plan A game for me. I had pretty much all the ammo from the start, but picking up a couple draws when we were on the draw city, it didn't really help or hurt particularly. It just kind of, I was able to line everything up with the switches quite nicely and just kind of was able to take care of business.
All right, Clay, anything different you could have done, or was that just going to be the way it kind of played out ultimately?
The only thing that would have saved me there is uh, the colors that I didn't have. So not much I could have done without, prior knowledge.
Did you have any like green or blue? So when you had that wild card, right?
So
So you swapped it
so
over to yellow, right?
I would
I
have
was
left
wondering.
I would have
Go ahead.
left it open on like a reverse or a skip anyway. So it would have been a moot
Gotcha.
point.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to be the opener here, 225 on that one. So actually a pretty quick match, especially due from both players' averages here. So
Let's do
gonna
10.
jump into game 2 here. Clay gonna go 1 down. Foil's gonna put it in. And second 3 start here, this time green. Immediate
Early
switch.
color change. Immediate color change.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try and spice it up a little bit here.
We're loving the 3s on the start here also.
For
But
sure.
question is, what does Leah do here? Leah was the one who had the switch on the first turn in the first game. We'll see if they go for a crossover or if they just roll with it. No, it's a
Personally, the bot
crossover
had the right idea.
back into
Back over
green.
to the beginning.
Red
Give me
3.
another color change. Yep.
No, the 3s are coming all out here.
And here's another one. Oh my goodness. Getting rid of these 3s quite early on though after a 7 that was in that 3 sandwich. So getting rid of that number 3 quite early. Drawing back to back. Both opponents drawing one card here. Over to yellow 1 on this end. Leah. And then oh, took a little bit back over to red.
We are gonna have to draw now.
Stuck on red right now, though. Could be a good omen for Clay at the moment. Having to be potentially isolated red, though. Could be also just building up some ammunition, though. Let's see.
Oh,
Here we go. There it is. There's some ammunition right there. +2, 2 skips, and a yellow 6. So a quad play once again from Leah. And then Clay's just going to roll along with the yellow here with a yellow 8.
wow, that was just kind of a burst there from Leah because Leah is now out on yellow here, and so is Clay, so both stuck on this yellow.
Could have been
Although,
also, it was getting closer to like that kind of like red zone range when you get the Unos and such. So that could have also been like a potential like defensive play in a way. But both are sitting at 8 cards right now. You never know with these card runs though, because God knows you can get like a 9 card run to the end. That the likelihood of that's so low, but you never know with this bot. +4 though, and change over to blue. Interesting use of that wild +4 though. Typically, you want to use that more near like the either you use it defensively when they're right near the end, or if you're just wanting to get it to a good old classic clinical finish. But another +2 from Leia to Clay. Donating some cards. Leia sitting at 3, Clay at 12 right now, though sitting in the money right now in the color green. And Clay's just gonna roll numbers game here. So let's see what Leia's got. Blue 5. Real question is, do the remnants of Leia's deck have blue left? Does Clay have an answer? Something to stall this run? Maybe even disrupt the rhythm, perhaps.
this is feeling really familiar for Clay from game 1 here. Kind of a similar situation. I mean, Leah down to 2, Clay with quite a lot of cards here, gonna go for the switch to red. And it's gonna be
He's
the
at the
same
right
finish,
color. It didn't
same finish
matter.
as game
Wow.
1. I mean, technically did get the right switch on this one, but +4 is gonna negate that.
Yeah, pretty much. 2 +4s on Leah's deck. I wonder if any of that one of those is from the draw, wasn't the initial hand, and maybe one was from the draw. That's what I'm curious about.
Clay has only played 2 wilds so far. He has had a donut on every single other ammo card thus far in the first 2 games. So
That'll surely
um,
balance out, wouldn't it? You'd think, right?
we'll
Who
see.
knows?
But yeah, I mean, I kind of it's kind of a repeat of questions from the first game on that one, whereas with Leah, just kind of like, did it build up during the draw city, or was it kind of from the start? And then for Clay, was there a different option there? Because I mean, that felt like a very similar ending to game 1.
Yeah, that was definitely it felt like game 1, part 2 in a lot of ways. Curtis would be correct in regards to my +4s, because I did have one from the start that I was saving. Then in the draw city, when I do another one, I only have 2 colors, quite a good amount of number efficiency between them. Might as well play one of those, save the other for the end, and that ended up working out quite nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind
Surprised
of
I even got that right.
Curtis with some card knowledge on that one there. But yeah, I mean, for Clay, was there what was the options there? Did you not have much to work with, or was it just
I
kind of?
had a yellow +2, but nothing to connect there.
Mhm.
And a green skip and a green reverse. That's it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't think there
rough
was much I could
connections
do,
on.
and I only got those on the last +2.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
the +2 and the skip at least. I had the
Mm-hmm.
reverse.
Yeah. Yeah, rough connections on that one there, and I mean, you kind of saw like the one opportunity may have had to get to said yellow, kind of got snuffed out. So yeah, not the start Clay was really looking for here, Curtis, but I mean, this could be an away series. Leah with the first 2 wins. If Clay gets the game 3 win, could be a good swing at things here. But Leah gonna have the game 3 call. Just can't pick 10 or 11 here. We'll see what she decides to roll with. Gonna go for the OG7.
The
Do we get
OG7. If it ain't broke,
Okay.
don't fix it. And how about that
Well,
for an introduction for a good old 7, a +4? Now,
yeah,
gotta roll with it. Gotta do the draw.
not quite the 3, but we get the +4 on that one there. Leah looking
That,
to
that knocks
initiate
one
the
of them out.
culture.
Both understand it. They
Hmm.
understood the assignment. We move on to commence.
Yeah, and this technically, when you kind of have those culture starts, in theory, comes
There's
an
a
8
3.
card start, but it, yeah, of course, the 3 was going to
There's a
come up at the
3.
start.
I swear that was like that when me and Seth co-commentated a game. We had one with just the yellow 8 that always pop up in these games, just like all of a sudden. But another quick color changeover from a yellow light to a green light. Rolling along here with the 5, go up 1 to 6, back down to 1. Leia's end. So it's just rolling, getting some good money here on a
All right,
good flow state.
yeah, Leah feels ready to go here as they go back in the yellow. Clay is drawing once again, and for right now, it's looking to be all Leah.
2 jabs with 2 cards here with a skip and a yellow 2. And Clay stalled at yellow, though not a good sign. Could this be what Leah needs? Genuinely
Man,
feel bad.
another
Oh,
+4 finish.
this could be a finisher.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just wow. It's just one of those. It's a very fast paced game. I will say
Mhm.
that. The pacing. It's gone down to a minute, little under a minute and a half in game 3. Average time 2.5 minutes essentially. Crazy to think about though. Could be one of the fastest games we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much to say on that. I guess the only thing was, did Leah get the +4 from the culture draw or not? Otherwise, it's just kind of one of those plan A's. It's kind of unfortunate for Clay though. Really, just not seeming
Just no
to
answer.
have the
Can't do
the
much.
answers on that one.
I
But
didn't draw a single power card that entire game.
yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, my condolences go out to Clay for these first few games. I mean, I hate like winning games like this because it's so. I mean, if you know me well, you know I prefer the sort of long, drawn out, competitive type of Uno gameplay. But unfortunately, I've just been getting a lot of the ammo I need, and I mean, God bless Culture Start, because believe it or not, that first draw is exactly what gave me that +4. What can I say? I do it for a reason.
Never know what you're gonna get with them.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Clay on that one, but for Leah,
I drew an 8.
gets blessed on that one.
I'm so sorry, Clay.
I mean, if you just add a plus to that, it's like it works, but unfortunately we don't have don't currently have custom cards here, so
Just win these next 3, okay?
We'll
lock
see.
in.
We'll have to wait and see, really.
Hey, if you move on, that's perfectly fine.
All right. Maybe we can bring in like the NASCAR playoffs here, where we got Game 3, 3-0, and then we just skip to Game 7. But
Oh my goodness.
anyways, gonna go to Game 4 here. Leah has the call, looking for a match here. Look at the call match here. Clay looking to try to make the comeback and looking to get some
You know,
ammo cards.
there are a lot of rules and forays that I subscribe to in the MRE UNO world. I always start out my first game with a 7-carder. I always do the culture start on a wild +4. And when it's match point and I have the call, I always do the full send. Daniel, 15 cards.
Alright, got the full send here on this one. We'll see how this one plays out. Clay looking to start the comeback here. Leah looking to make it where we get 2 sweeps in a row. Again, 8.
Well, we'll see what ammunition they've got this time around. Could it be a little 1-2 punch combo? Could it be a 3-set? Could it be a quad play? We've seen a lot of quad plays from Leah in this end. We haven't really seen much from Clay, but again, the ammunition has not really been on his side. There hasn't been good fortune in terms of ammunition. When there has been, well, the connectors aren't there. So it's been a very one-sided matchup, though. Things could change. We've seen leads disintegrate in MRE for that very reason. We've seen guys with 3-0 leads. I could vouch for that myself. But you know, anything can happen. It's the Pandora's box essentially in Uno.
Well, Leah looking to control the color here, had to switch the red. Leah is nearly doubling Clay in color switches so far in this series here, so has really kind of dictated the color throughout the majority of this series. But bowling with red for the moment here. Clay, obviously Clay would know whether he has it or not, but really hoping he has some cards to work with in this one. Otherwise, this could be a very uphill battle for this game win in Game 4.
Here's another thing too: is that power play still in hand. So if you really want to cause a good end to it, you could use it to your advantage if you're on Leia's end.
3-card run, that will give Leah the definitive lead on this one. Clay
6 to
looking
that of
respond.
9 cards. So gonna go for a quad play here. Gonna get real aggressive. That's what you gotta do here. You got nothing else to lose right now. So issue is none of those were like any +2s or +4s to even help out with that.
I think those that I'm pretty sure that was his first skip and first reverse also. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
and,
Red
and
Wild
I
though.
and I actually think that's Leah's
Oh,
first wild. Yeah,
how's the draw though? It's not good. Oh,
Clay
he's stuck.
looking
Clay
Clay
stuck.
in a dire spot here.
Definitely isolated in red. Would have used an action card by then.
And
I
I
think that
think
might be the dagger here.
yeah, that will probably do it here. Already took it off the board. Oh no. Unless Leah somehow is not able to finish here. For Clay, unfortunate timing on that one. Unless Leah decides not to use it.
And Clay's just I think he set his own bed. Oh, we're ready to see it.
There it
Here's the
is.
power play.
Leah gonna pull the trigger on this one.
Yep.
Well, I mean, again, it's still not over until the bot says it's over. Gets the Uno call there, and now it's just kind of formality, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Unfortunate one for that one to go, but Leah gets the win here. We'll move on to the Turbo 32. Was able to get the plan A on that one and gets the win. So, Leah, just kind of thoughts on the game and just kind of how are you feeling moving on to the Turbo 32 for the second season in a row in Tournament 2?
Yeah, if I can be completely honest, I'm a little disappointed. Like, obviously it's always nice to get a win. I'm glad this isn't going to be a repeat of 2024. But at the same time, like I said before, I just really don't like quick, um, lopsided, highly ammo-driven games that just feel like there's no other way for them to have gone. Like every single one of these games, I had the ammo advantage. I don't really think there was much Clay could have done, and I know that feels bad on his end, and it kind of cheapens things for me as well. Like obviously, I would have preferred to see a competitive Game 7 type of series, especially on stream. But ultimately, I don't decide what cards I get. No one decides what cards we get. So since I have been lucky enough to take this win in this way, I am grateful, and I do look forward to playing you for the first time, G. That should be fun. And I hope Clay is able to make a recovery this season because I know he's a really good player, and this series really didn't do him justice.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
go on
can't
to
just.
win it.
Hmm. Yeah, can't really decide the cards you get. Only decision you have is how you play them. So Leah just kind of doing what you needed to do to get the win. Clay, obviously not the series you were hoping for here, but the good news is not done yet. Still got some more games to go to try and get your first win on the season. You played Luke next. Just kind of any thoughts from this series and just kind of thoughts going into the revive rounds. What you're looking to try to do there.
Hey, I said I would just play the hands I got, and I did exactly that. So I just wasn't meant to move on, and that's perfectly fine.
All right, we will see you in the revive rounds. Best of luck in that one. But for Leah, moving on to face myself in the Turbo 32 here, and that will be the finish of the Start 64 for the lower sectional of the Claw Regional. So have our sectional semi set for that section, but um looking to keep this one rolling here. We'll see how that matchup between myself and Leah goes. Cost of Gold looking to be another good one here, but the Arcade April is still rolling on here, as that will do it. Thank you all for watching this stream here. Curtis, any final thoughts on this matchup here before we sign off?
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect the sweep. I felt that on Clay's level with the sweep like that. When you can only do so much because literally you could play everything right, but you just don't have the connectors or the ammunition needed really to really just kind of create a pulse. Let's just say that. And yeah, I mean, I think Leia nailed it on the head, right? I don't think it really gave Clay justice. So hoping a good recovery run with that revival round coming up. So we'll just see. I mean, the bot can be an angel or a devil depending on what cards they give you in the card count. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate how it is, but yeah, it's just the nature of the game.
Nature of the game indeed. We'll see how both players do in the remainder of this tournament here. But that'll do it for the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Congrats to Leah on the win. Moves on to face myself in the Turbo 32. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for watching. I believe we have one more stream tonight. Yeah, I think we have one more stream tonight. I need to switch this though because I'm not remembering that. Yeah, I believe, yeah, Andy Seth will be going on in that one. We have a D2 Final Four stream happening later tonight as well at 7:45. So technically going to get double stream coverage on that one for both divisions there. But that'll do it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. Until then, on behalf of the MRE UNO team, including my co-commentator DJ Curtis, our ref Foils, both our players, and everyone who came out to watch. Thank you all so much for watching this stream. Again, congrats to Leah on the win, and we will see you all later tonight for some more stream coverage of both Arcade April as well as the concluding matches of Magi on March. But until then, I'm G-Man. Take care, everyone, and have a good one.
This has been a presentation of MRE UNO Division 1.